Flash and Peter get kidnapped, but only for like 10 minutes. A Marvel fanfiction written by Insanic on AO3. The link for this fanfiction will be in the description box below, so I encourage you all to go check it out. Peter's eyes fluttered open, and his spidey sense tingling, as he realized he wasn't at school anymore, and that he was tied to a chair, frayed rope holding him down. What? Peter hissed in pain as he felt his head sting, a tightness squeezing his brain as warm maroon blood dripped from his side, down his face, and seeped into his brunette curls. He heard a voice suddenly. Finally woken up, Parker? Flash? The one and only. Where the hell are we? Peter chewed at his bottom lip nervously, focusing on his surroundings and trying to listen for anyone. There's 2 armed guards at that door. The building isn't stable. It looks like it'll fall down at any second. He paused for a second, focusing even harder. The 2 guards talking about... No. Flash stared at Peter, bewildered. First of all, how did you know that? And second off, what in the ever-loving fuck do you mean, oh no? Flash, have you ever heard of Hydra? Peter's body shook. He has his panic button secure, but with his hands tied, there was no way for him to alert Mr. Stark. You mean that Nazi science group the Avengers fight? What about them? Oh. Yeah, we're at a Hydra base. I don't know why they took you, but I know why they took me. Peter tried to calm his breathing as he felt a panic attack come on. He couldn't shut down right now. Why? Flash asked, his voice barely above a whisper. Peter had never seen Flash like this. Peter sighed. Flash was find out either way, since likely Peter would have to fight his way out. I'm Spider-Man, Peter began. My powers come from being bit by a radioactive spider. And to answer your question on how I knew what they were saying, I have enhanced senses, so I can hear things better than most people, like heartbeats kind of enhanced. And my connection with the Avengers, you can probably put 2 and 2 together, but you can't tell anyone else. Flash sat there for a moment, before speaking after what felt like hours, but logically was only a few minutes at most. How hard did they hit your head, Parker? Flash snickered, but Peter just rolled his eyes. I have a panic button on me, but I can't press it since my hands are tied. Any ideas? Aren't you an Avenger? Figure it out yourself, nerd. Peter sat there. The rope was tight and strong, so he probably wouldn't be able to break it. And it didn't seem like any Hydra scientists were going to come in on time at any moment. But then he suddenly remembered. Fuck! Right, Mr. Stark put Karen? Flash interrupts. Karen's the AI that Mr. Stark made for me. Anyways, Mr. Stark put Karen into the panic button in case I can't press it. How the hell did I forget that? 'Cause you're an idiot. Didn't you call me a nerd like 5 seconds ago? Shut up. Karen? Yes, Peter. Alert Mr. Stark. Of course, Peter. Alerting Tin Man. Flash rolled his eyes, thinking, does he really think this will make me believe Flash's thought were cut off by the sounds of gunshot and fighting, before the doors were kicked open, revealing, Mr. Stark? Iron Man? Tony came out of his suit and rounded to Peter. Bambino, oh God, are you, your head, Jesus bloody, you cannot scare me like that. You know I have heart conditions. Yeah, heart conditions, old man, grey hair, etc., etc. Tony finished untying Peter and instantly pulled him into a hug, giving him a kiss on his forehead before going to untie Flash. You weren't lying? You know Iron Man? What the fuck? Flash stared, his jaw dropping to the floor. Hey, isn't that the bully you were telling me about, Peter? All the colour drained from Flash's face, his eyes going wide, while Peter had a devilish grin on his face. Alright, come on, Itsy Bitsy. Let's get that head checked out. And you? He pointed to Flash. The police are already here. They'll take you home. Okay, Iron Man, sir. Oh, and if I find out that you're bullying Peter after this, let's just say it won't be fun for you or your dad's legal team. Flash's eyes went even wider, understanding the implications perfectly. Yes, Iron Man, sir. Tony gets back into his suit and flies off with Peter in tow. Flash sits there for a few seconds in shock, processing everything, before simply going, uh-huh.